Well, have you been watching the Euros? Our own Scottish team effortlessly cruising to another early bath again. As Billy Connolly famously said, Scotland teams don't do a lap of honour, they do a circuit of shame. At least they were there, and the fans were well behaved. It's the high season for sport, not just for football, but for tennis and more. We're halfway through another fabulous Wimbledon season, while over in the West Indies, the cricket T20 has been thrilling fans. Others will be out in the golf course anticipating the Open at Troon in a few days, or watching the horse racing or the Olympics in Paris. For many people of all abilities, sport plays an important part in their lives, whether as participants or spectators. It's not a matter of life and death, as Muirkirk's Bill Shankly famously said. It's more important than that. But this poses an interesting question. It's like the question I recently asked during a children's address when I asked, will there be animals in heaven? Well, will there be sport in heaven? That's a childish question, of course, but like many questions asked by children, it raises some important issues. In the end, of course, what lies beyond death is way beyond anything that we can imagine, but I am reminded of a poem by Rudyard Kipling, in which he imagines everyone in heaven as an artist. It ends, and no one will work for money, and no one will work for fame, but each for the joy of the working, and each in his separate star shall draw the thing as he sees it, for the God of things as they are. In other words, Kipling imagines people doing things just for the sheer joy of it. And that's true of sport. I think there are three key aspects of human life which find expression in sport, and which Christians might hope to see fulfilled in heaven. The first is our human artistry, whether it's in art or sport, cooking, gardening, or finding creative ways to help other people. We all have a spark of creativity within us. The second is teamwork. It's hugely satisfying to see the winger curl the ball into the penalty area so it's placed just right for a teammate to head into the goal. It doesn't apply to Scotland. And at the highest levels, even individual sports like tennis, athletics, and golf depend on a team behind them. That could be coaches and medics, and of course, a loving and supportive family. And thirdly, there's the way the body and mind can at least sometimes work together in a beautiful harmony. Witness the tennis of Roger Federer, the snooker of Ronnie O'Sullivan, the footballing genius of George Best back in the day. This creative spark, this cooperation with others, and the harmony of body and mind are fulfilled for Christians in an internal environment of love in Jesus. But even without these theories, as we enjoy this high season of sport, we can at least rejoice in these beautiful and God-given characteristics of being human. Amen.